Okay. Oh, it's a bit janky. Right. Oh, why is it so janky? There we are. Right. For fuck's sake. One. Hang on.
Are you live?
Yeah, that's me live now.
Hi guys!
If you're wondering why Liz is hiding from you all even more than normal, it's because she's trying desperately to avoid spoilers for tonight's subject of the quiz. Because,
In 9 years, not a quiz game for myself. I'm not gonna end that today.
you're not going to learn anything unless we can get past Undyne.
Tell your friends I love them.
Liz loves you guys, by the way. Hello. I can't see the chat very well from here. Hang on. Bear with me, guys. Oh, you just got a sneak peek of my ass there. Apologies. Alright, hang on. I'm going to try and raise up the level of the stream just so I can see you. Or see what you're saying. Is that any better? I want you to see the boots. I want you to appreciate the boots. Is why I'm sitting on this stool. Hello everyone. Right, this is going to, if you're wondering what the fuck this is all about, you're right to wonder. But every week we do a live stream quiz and tonight's theme is Undertale. I will be changing costumes. This is not my only costume for tonight. So, just a warning guys, we will be going heavily into spoilers, so I am operating under the assumption that you are familiar with both the pacifist and the, the three routes, the pacifist, the no mercy, and the neutral route. Thank you. This was a very hodgepodge cosplay together. I'm now putting lipstick all over my nice gloves. Whoops. But yes, so this was one. Basically, I am in a play where I'm playing a recreational robot, shall we say? I hope you know what I mean when I say recreational. And I decided to get these heels because I decided to take inspiration from Metaton's fabulousness. But then I thought, you know what? If I'm doing that, I might as well actually cosplay as Metaton when it gets around to Undertale. How familiar is everyone with Undertale? By the way, folk that are in the chat. We've not got many folk on right now. I'm going to wait a few minutes. Because this does kind of operate under the assumption that you know the game, or at least you aren't opposed to spoilers. I sent the link to your sister, babe. I don't know if she's seen it. Oh, I forgot she has headphones. Yeah. Don't know all about it, but I know what it is. Okay, so you should stand a decent chance then. Oh, hi, Anne. Hi, Annie. Hello. Thank you for joining. So this is what your sister's boyfriend gets up to on his Sunday evenings. This is a particularly flamboyant cosplay, even by my own standards. Right, okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for joining. I will be doing... So, the three characters I'm going to be cosplaying with the help of Liz, hopefully, is... she's desperately trying to avoid spoilers if you're wondering why she's nowhere to be heard or seen at the moment. She is in the flat. She's just desperately avoiding spoilers. Because we are so bad at video games, we can barely get past Undyne. Honestly, we kept getting wiped out by Washuas. Washuas and Aarons kept wiping us out. So we are struggling through our playthrough. We were up till 1 trying to get through Undyne and failing miserably. So yeah, that's gonna be a long playthrough. But yeah, we'll wait a few more minutes. We are at 7 o'clock now, and then we'll kick off. So I've got a bunch of rounds to get through. So we'll see how this goes. This is an Undertale cosplay quiz, if anyone's wondering. So right. Okie dokie. So I've got a few rounds. I've got a general round about different monsters. You can. No, so the way it works is you need, if you want to join as a host on these, you need to organise it ahead of time, you need to have a cosplay, and you need to prepare questions. So I announce the themes each month ahead of, I announce each month ahead of time. You can look through the list, work out if you're a cosplayer, work out what cosplays you have, and communicate up with us through Instagram, and we can organise that. But I don't just add strangers onto the streams because it completely derails the thing. Thank you for the shares, guys. Right, okay, I'm gonna kick off, if you don't mind, with a general monster. So we've got Monsters General, we've got a Metaton round, we've got an Alphys round, and then I'm going to change costume into Papyrus, and we're going to do Papyrus, Undyne, and Asgore, I believe, yep. And then I'm going to change costume again, if all goes to plan. And that is, we're going to do the human, we're going to do Toriel, we're going to do, oh, I've messed up my questions. I think I've done an extra question, whoops. And then we'll do Flowey, and then we'll finish off with Sans. So this is a challenge. No worries, thank you so much, Baller. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. No, I totally get that. Yeah, I think this is going to be a very niche one. Especially 9 years later, after the game came out. But it's surprising how few Undertale cosplayers are on TikTok. I thought there'd be a hell of a lot more, to be honest. Anyway, we're going to kick off. So, we're going to start with the monsters or general rounds. So this is about the different monsters you can find in the underground. Question 1. So answer in the chat. Keep track of your points. Who does the annoying dog represent? So who does the annoying dog represent? Your headphones in?
I can't hear you. It's all good.
Okay, just check. We're just kicking off now.
Oh, okay. I just kind of I had my earphones in. I got my...
Toby Fox is correct, Danny. Well done. Sorry.
That one I already knew. So.
That's fine.
I have my earphones in,
That's
so
fine.
I will be, with love and respect, ignoring the shit out of you for
Okay.
the next couple of... For those who didn't hear, I'm playing the game now, and I don't want spoilers, so I will be over here helping with quick changes, but not partaking in the, in the quiz. So I love y'all, and good luck.
Yeah. What if I slip and die in my heels?
I'll save you.
Okay. You won't be able to hear me.
Oh, no, I'll hear that. I'll feel the ground shake. How
Okay.
about that?
Die in my heels.
I'll save you.
Okay. You won't be able to hear me.
Oh, no, I'll hear that. I'll feel the ground shake. How about
Okay.
that?
Question 2. Who is the Temmie named after? Who is the creature known as Temmie named after? So these are some real world behind the scenes trivia. These two. We get more into the lore after this. But who is the Temmie named after? Question 3. Who is the man who speaks in hands? Now that's a very, very deep cut, obscure one, but there's a lot of discourse about this character online, despite barely being in the game. So who is the man who speaks in hands? I'll give you guys a minute. Thank you for all the likes, guys. So make sure you're answering in the chat. Thank you for the shares. So, who is the man who speaks in hands? We'll come back to that one because that is an obscure pull. Question 4. Which monster is in the game due to a fan backing the Kickstarter? No, this is Metaton from a game called Undertale. So tonight's quiz is Undertale. So which monster is in the game due to a fan backing the Kickstarter at a certain level? Let's try and get some answers in the chat, guys. And I'm just going to mute some folk, which is harder to do. There we go. Right. Oops, is he? Right. Right, sorry guys, I'm muting some folk who are coming in bad faith. Right, Annie, let's see if you can get this one. Right. Question 5. Which monster becomes a legendary janitor once freed from the underground? So which monster becomes a legendary janitor? I knew this was going to be a niche quiz, but I'm hoping we get some answers in the chat soon. What is the theme? Undertale is the theme. Undertale. So this is my Metaton cosplay that I put together. A very last minute Metaton cosplay. How do you get rid of the monster known as Aaron or Aaron? How do you get rid of the monster known as Aaron or Aaron? Is that the one you compliment? Not quite. Aaron is the horse. The seahorse. The mer horse, if you will. Now, this is a subject I know zero about, but I might be needed as well. I would really appreciate that, Chris, if you can... Yes, you flex until he flexes out of the room. Correct. You flex until he flexes himself out of the room. Give yourself a point, Annie. Yeah, Chris, if you, I would love it if you could moderate, just because it stops me having to bend down in my heels. Yes, flex is correct. True Hearter, well done. Okay. Number 7. Apart from Sans, which other monsters are known for making snow puns? Apart from Sans, which characters or which monsters are known for making snow puns? Don't worry, we'll get into specific characters soon. This is just a warm-up round. Honestly, this is what Britain needs to do to get good at Eurovision. Is they need to go a bit weird. We've been playing it far too safe for far too... I don't even watch on Eurovision, but we've been playing it too safe for too long. Snowdrake is correct. This is the weirdness we need. Come on, UK. Okay, question 8. What is the family name of the Lukes? What is the family name of the Lukes? And knowing this game's sense of humour, it is indeed a pun. So what is the family name of a Lukes? It is not Griffins. Question... Oh, did we get it? No. Question 9. Asgore and Toriel were nose nuzzle champions, but who came in second place? So when they were together, Asgore and Toriel were nose nuzzle champions, but who came in second place? Which couple came in second place? Oh. And question 10 for this round is, if you continue to pet lesser dog over and over and over... Oh yes, the dogs is correct. Dogamy and Doggeressa, but the dogs is correct. Does that cosplay lend any items to other characters? Yeah, this was kind of a put together cosplay. But I've had these feather shoulder pads for ages. I'm wearing these heels for a play that I'm in, where I'm playing a, let's just say, recreational robot. So I decided to take inspiration from this character, Metaton, and get some hot pink go-go boots. Hello, Becky. Hello. So yeah, this was kind of a very put together costume. So is my papyrus. My papyrus is very haphazardly put together. My sans is probably the most accurate one. But anyway, I tried to do these costumes on the cheap today. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, this is a very Eurovision feel. Again, as I say, I think the UK could stand to go weirder with Eurovision. So, if you continue to pet lesser dog over and over and over again, what happens? Turbo, I've not been keeping up with His neck extends off screen and then back on screen. Correct! His neck keeps getting longer and longer and longer, but you were actually more accurate, so yes. Okay, we're going to move on to the character that I'm cosplaying as, and that is Metaton. See, our songs are always terrible. Like, oh, that's the only thing I know about Eurovision, is the UK always is shit. Question 1. Who created Metaton's physical forms? So who created Metaton's physical forms? Metaton is 100% about the vibes and this cosplay. Thank you. Yeah, no, I tried to really get the vibes down, even if it's not 100% screen accurate. I tried to get the vibes down. Thank you. I'm going to be changing into different costumes throughout this quiz. Hopefully off camera. Alphys is correct. Dr. Alphys. Question 2. How did Metaton and Dr. Alphys meet before Metaton had a physical form? And this is definitely one that I'm glad Liz can't hear me out for, because I want this to be a fun reveal. So, how did they meet? Where's the pink hair guy? Which pink hair guy? I'm missing something. So how did Alphys and Metaton meet? Question 3. What is the name of the song called during your ratings-based battle with Metaton X? So what is the name of the song, the battle song, called during your ratings-based battle with Metaton X? Death by Glamour. It absolutely slaps. It's an absolute banger. Question 4. Which two monsters is Metaton related to? Which two monsters is Metaton related to? Oh no, it's fine. This is what we do every Sunday. If you're interested, we change the theme up every week, so even if you don't know this week's theme, feel free to tune in, keep an eye. There's an announcement video announcing all of May's themes. So we just did Star Wars last week for Revenge of the 5th. We are going to do MASH next week, which again is going to be a very obscure one. But I'm trying to do costumes on a budget this week. Hopefully next week can be a bit more ambitious. Oh, sorry, not this week, this month even, because we do these every week until we hit 100. So this is number 76. So we're on the home stretch now to our goal of 100 live streams. So which two monsters is Metaton related to? When's the next riddle quiz? That was good last time. Was that the one where I was the Riddler? For the Batman quiz. That was kind of a one-off because I was the Riddler, if that made sense. I do like Queens if you want to. That's cool. What sort of subject you mean? I mean, you're talking... yeah, so different. We'll change the theme up. Sometimes it's a show, sometimes it's a game, sometimes it's a sort of general theme. So we've done ones which is like video games in general, and sometimes we'll do ones which are much more specific, like this. So in April, all our themes were Marvel. So we did X-Men, The Avengers, Fantastic Four... No, sorry, X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, Avengers, and Fantastic Four. Yes, so this week we're talking specifically about Undertale. which is a video game that's near and dear to my heart. It's one of the few that I've completed, because I'm not much of a gamer myself. So yeah, the theme changes. Keep an eye, because the theme does change. But yeah, usually nerdy movies, TV shows, things that lend themselves well to cosplay is usually what we'll cover. Usually I've got a co-host, Connor, but he is on holiday this week. So this is why I picked a theme that I could do myself. But he will be back. Hopefully by the end of this month he'll be back joining. So, I'm going to move on. Question 5. What was his this is a really hard one. What was his presumed name before becoming Metaton? And I think this is, I don't even know if this is canon or a fanon thing, to be honest, but it was on the wiki, and apparently it is in the game code, like the character's game code is this name, or at least a version of him. Yes, so I usually have a co-host, Connor, and sometimes we try and get guests in, but you'd be surprised how hard it is these days to find Undertale cosplayers on TikTok. Undertale's kind of had its thing in a way, which is why a lot of people aren't really answering in the chat this week, but I wanted to cover it anyway. No, you're fine. Question 6. Who is Metaton's employee? Thank you for the follow. So, who is Metaton's employee? Walmart. Honestly, it's something as menial as that. Like, so who is Metaton's employee? Not employer, employee. No, that's fair. Don't worry, Chris, there is a round. There's like the last bit of the Sans round right at the end is designed for you because it's just puns. It's just silly jokes. Question 7. What 4 scenarios does Metaton make you act out before you actually fight him? Yes, you're right. Walmart is the American Asda. So what 4 scenarios? Hi, Balltaker. What 4 scenarios does Metaton make you act out before actually fighting him? Hello. Cooking show, the musical. So I'll give you 2 points, cooking show and the musical, yep. He makes you play out 2 other scenarios. Question 8. What is this form of Metaton called that debuts in his battle? So I've already actually mentioned this. So what is this form of Metaton called that debuts in the Death by Glamour battle? So this is during, and I'm specifically talking about, if you can't tell from the cosplay, I'm specifically talking about, yes, Metaton X is correct. I'm specifically talking about the pacifist run. Speaking of, though, what is the form of Metaton called in the No Mercy run, or the Genocide run? So what is this form of Metaton called that debuts in the Genocide run? Thank you for sharing the live. Yeah, guys, if you could share the live, if you know anyone who is into Undertale, this is the live stream for them. Please reach out to them. I've never played one. I don't have the heart for that. No, I have. I must admit, years ago I have done this. Question 9. Oh no, sorry, question 10 even. Question 10. How do you access Metaton's house? And this is a clue as to who he's related to. So, how do you access Metaton's house? Oh, he's related. Yes, he is related to Napstablook. You are correct. He is the cousin of Napstablook and the cousin to one other character that we encounter. Again, it is really hard to sift through what is actually canon and what's just fan headcanon. Yeah, that totally unlocked my memory. Yes, his house is the pink Napstablook house. That's revealed to be Metaton's. Metaton used to be a pink ghost. You should, honestly, I recommend playing this game. It is absolutely incredible. It's like £6 on Steam, and you will genuinely get hooked. The way it works is you choose whether to spare everyone and befriend everyone, or you can do a neutral run where you can choose whether you kill or don't kill, or you play the genocide or the no mercy run, and you go looking to kill. And that one's particularly evil, and the game will punish you for that. Right, I'm going to move on to Alphys, and then we'll go through the answers to this segment before I change costume. Your children all live in the roost. I still have all the consoles. That's awesome. Yeah, genuinely, I recommend it. Chris, you in particular will love the character Sans, the skeleton, who I will be cosplaying as we go on tonight. You will love him because he's got your sense of humor. To be fair, I'm reluctant to do any kind of giveaways on this, is just because sometimes those end up being scams and stuff like that, so I'm not saying you are, but without verifying the authenticity of anything, it's probably not the place to be doing this. You're probably better going on, going to a charity shop or something like that is probably the best place. Or tell you what, where's a brilliant place to take stuff like that if you're giving away games consoles or something? A children's hospital, something like that. Somewhere where people don't have access to that much entertainment. So yeah, that's probably the best place if you have the opportunity to make someone's day a little bit brighter, something like that maybe. Okay, we're going to move on to the Alphys round. Chris, if you could, basically if you're shocked by this, then you've not been paying attention. What is Alphys's job? What is Alphys's job? She's a scientist. She is the royal scientist. Correct. She is the royal scientist. Question 2. What is Alphys's favourite anime? And someone will have to verify whether this is an actual anime or one they created for the game, because it could be either. I think it's one they created for the game. Or but what is Alphys's favourite anime? Because she is a weeaboo. Yeah, as I say, Anthony, probably not the place for it here on this live stream, if I'm completely honest. Yes, it does involve cats. No, as I say, Anthony, please not on this live stream. It's not a good place to. I don't want to be associated with it. If that's okay. Just drawing that line there. So if you keep going on about it, you will have to get muted. I'm really sorry. It's just. I can't have my live stream be associated with a potential scam. Question 3. Who does Alphys have romantic feelings for? In a way, the answer is everyone, but... The title, it's kind of long, yeah. I mean, it's 4 words. So who does Alphys have romantic feelings for? Undyne! Cutest couple in the game. I agree. They're adorable. They're adorable fishy dinosaur lesbians together. Question 4. Due to modifications in your phone made by Alphys, what colour does your soul go when fighting Metaton? And what does it allow you to do when your soul is that colour? So due to modifications in your phone made by Dr. Alphys, what colour does your soul go when you use the phone? So that's your little heart. And what does it allow you to do? So usually your soul is red. But occasionally, different mechanics require different colours. So due to modifications in your phone made by Dr. Alphys, what colour does your soul go when fighting Metaton, and what does it allow you to do? Question 5. This is a 2-part answer. What two dark secrets do you discover in the true laboratory? So what 2 secrets do you discover in the true laboratory? So this is after you've done the neutral run, you've defeated Flowey, and he tells you go back and befriend Alphys. You go back to the lab. What's in the true laboratory? The amalgamates and also the videos with Azrael. I'll accept both those answers because that is correct. The answers I have here are the amalgamates and the origins of Flowey. But yes, you are right. Because the origins of Flowey are suggested both in her reports that are on the walls, her entries, and also the videotapes. You discover who that child is or what happens to them. Thank you for the share. Okay. Question 6. Where does Alphys like to hang out? Where does Alphys like to hang out? The dumpster, correct. Question 7. Who was the previous royal scientist? I have mentioned him already. or at least I've had a question about him. Who was the previous royal scientist? I'll give you a bonus point if you can tell me what happened. Chris, if you could mute, please, the obvious. Thank you. So who was the previous royal scientist? This is a really obscure piece of knowledge. You really only discover it if you've done a specific playthrough with a specific code in your game code, or if you hack the game. Chris Whitty. It is not. Question 8. Who did she used to be friends with? Which 2 characters did she used to be friends with? This is a new record. Just wait, Chris. Hold out until the very last round. You may accrue some points. Hi, Arthur. Welcome to the Undertale quiz. Thank you for joining again. I really appreciate you guys joining even when you don't know the themes. It really does mean the world to have your support, guys. Question 9. What does the note say that can be found in the trash can in the True Laboratory? It's never confirmed who this note is from, but it's, you know, there's a limited amount of suspects it could be. So what does the note say that can be found in the trash can in the True Laboratory? And question 10. When Alphys reveals her true feelings to Undyne, what does Undyne do to her? Dead dove, do not eat. Honestly, that would be less weird. Which quiz is this, by the way? This is Undertale. Undertale. An indie game that came out in 2015 that is very complex lore. Despite being a very small game, it's very complex lore and lovable characters. I think she throws her... She does! She literally dunks her through a basketball hoop into the trash can. So yes, correct. Right, I'll go through the answers to that, and then I'm going to change costumes, so you'll have to bear with me while I change costumes off screen. Into the Great Papyrus, or my very hodgepodge version of the Great Papyrus. See, I'm missing the reference, Chris, I'm afraid, because I've not seen Arrested Development. I'm sure you've made a very clever reference. I simply do not get it. Oh, I didn't wear my silly collar. Oh well, doesn't matter. I was going to wear my heart-shaped collar. Anyway. Okay, so who does the annoying dog represent? That is the game's creator, Toby Fox. Who is the Temmie named after? That is artist Temmie Chang. Temmie Chang. Hoi, I'm Temmie. Question 3. Who is the man who speaks in hands? That is W.D. Gaster. So apparently I'm the only nerd who has gone on massive Wikipedia and lore deep dives to try and find out about W.D. Gaster. That's not true. The entire internet has done that at some point. I got the reference. It was in fact clever. Good. I'm glad it was a clever reference. And yes, I'm sure I am missing out. I do need to get my act together with that one. So W.D. Gaster is a character that is barely in the game, only if your fun value in the game code is at 66, I think it is. And only then, you might only see him 1 in 10 times if you meet that requirement. I'm dressed as Metaton X from Undertale at the moment, before I change costume. W.D. Gaster is a character who speaks... So you know how Sans speaks in Comic Sans and Papyrus speaks in Papyrus? There's a clue for you later. W.D. Gaster speaks only in Wingdings. You know all those symbols and hands? That stupid font? He speaks only in Wingdings. It's commonly believed that W.D. and W.D. Gaster stands for Wingdings. But there's a lot of lore. Despite barely being in the game, look up W.D. Gaster if you haven't already, Annie. That is a rabbit hole of the fandom. Question 4. Which monster is in the game due to a fan backing the Kickstarter? That is Miss Muffet the Spider. Miss Muffet the Spider. Question 5. Which monster becomes a legendary janitor once freed from the underground? That is Woshua. Woshua. Question 6. How do you get rid of the seahorse Aaron? That is, you have a flexing contest where you flex your muscles and he flexes so hard he flexes out of the room. Very funny, Ava. Yeah. No, it's more like an anthropomorphic representation of a spider. It doesn't really look like a spider, if that makes sense, so it probably won't trigger your trivia. Oh, sorry, your phobia, even. She's not that scary. Like, especially if you buy food from her bake sale, she's pretty harmless. Question 8. Question 7. Apart from Sans, which other monsters make snow puns? That is the Snowdrakes. The Snowdrakes. Question 8. What is the family name of the Lukes? They are Luke's Eyewalker. Because everything in this game is a stupid pun. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, Miss Muffet's got a brilliant song. The soundtrack to this... Honestly, play this game for no other reason than the incredible soundtrack. Or just go on Spotify and listen to the soundtrack. But it's so much more emotive when you know the context for the songs. Question 9. Asgore and Toriel are Nuzzle champs, but who came in second place? That is the couple Dogamy and Doggeressa, the Sentry dogs. And question 10. If you continue to pet lesser dog over and over again, what happens? His neck keeps getting longer and longer, going off screen and then back on screen. Metaton. Who created Metaton's physical forms? That is Dr. Alphys, the royal scientist. How did they meet? They met because I think it was Metaton. I think it was either Metaton or Alphys set up a human fan club, and the other one turned up. So they were the only two people there who wanted to talk about humans and human media like anime. Question 3. What is his ratings battle music called? That is Death by Glamour. And that is an absolute banger. Question 4. Which monsters is he related to? That is the Napstablook, who he was next door neighbours and cousins with. And so he used to be a Napstablook, or something very similar to an Napstablook, but pink. And the Mad Dummy. You know the Mad Trash Dummy that gets really angry at you in the dumpster? He's also related to that, I believe. Question 5. What was his presumed name before Metaton? And that's Hapstablook, apparently. Hapstablook. Next month, so this week's is Undertale, then we have MASH, and then we have Still Game. Next month, I believe, are Breaking Bad and the Bat Family. I can't remember what comes after that. So the Bat Family is like Batman, Robin, Nightwing, all that. So we've done like the Batman villains, but this time we're going to concentrate on Batman and his friends, and his family. So that's going to be next month. And then the other June themes I can't quite remember. There's 5 weeks in June this year. So there's going to be 5 quizzes, and I can't remember all of them off the top of my head. But stay posted. So, question 6. Who is his employee? That is Burger Pants, the nihilistic, essentially McDonald's employee. We don't actually know his real name. He just gets called Burger Pants, because once he caught stealing burgers and his pants fell down because the burgers pulled him down. The weight of the burgers. Question 7. What scenarios does he make you play out before you battle him? He makes you play out a quiz, much like this one. He makes you play out a cooking show. He makes you play out the news, so you have to be a journalist and he almost explodes you with bombs. And you have to play out a musical where you are star-crossed lovers, but you get put in the basement for being human. Yes, Karate Kid Cobra Kai 1 will be on the list. Actually, that may be one of June's themes. It's either June or July, I think. That is one of Connor's choices for themes. So he knows a lot more about that than I do, but that is one of the quiz themes on the list. Question 8. What is this form of Metaton called that debuts in his battle? This is Metaton X. In the Genocide run, what is the No Mercy version of Metaton called? That is Metaton Neo. Metaton Neo. In fact, these shoulder pads are a bit more Neo style. Question 10. How do you access Metaton's house? That is a secret key that you have to buy from Bratty and Catty. And that house is the pink Napstablook house. Dr. Alphys. What is Alphys's job? That is the Royal Scientist. Question 2. What is Alphys's favourite anime? That is Mew Mew Kissy Cutie. Question 3. Who does Alphys have romantic feelings for? That is Undyne. Question 4. Due to modifications in your phone made by Alphys, what colour does your soul go when you use the phone? That is yellow. And what does your soul allow you to do when it's yellow? It allows you to shoot lasers. Or shoot little bolts or whatever they are. But imagine it lets you shoot stuff. Question 5. What do you discover in the true laboratory? You discover both the amalgamates, which are basically horrible experiments gone wrong, which are lots of monsters combined into one and melting. And the other one is the real identity of the villain of the story, Flowey the Flower. So you find out what happened to Azrael Dreamer and what happened to make him into the evil Flowey. Yes, we did Star Wars. If that's what you're talking about. Yes, not many people joined for Star Wars. We really wanted that to be a big one, but you guys weren't there. We worked really hard. I did multiple costumes for that one too. Anyway, sorry. Question 6. Where does Alphys hang out? That is the garbage dump. Yeah, Still Game's going to be fun. Still Game's going to be the quintessentially Scottish one where we get to be grumpy old men. 7. Who was the previous royal scientist? I've mentioned him already. That's the man who speaks in hands, W.D. Gaster. That's true, Chris. You were there. Who are you dressing as? For what? For Still Game? I think I'm going to be Victor. Just because Connor's a lot more like... He's not fat, but he's bulky, if that makes sense. So I think he'll suit Jack more when we're sitting down, even though I'm not as tall as Victor. So I'll be... Yes, please. Still Game is the last Sunday of this month. So it'll be MASH next week, and then it's Still Game. Yeah, I'd rather not talk about them, Eva, if that's alright, just because of everything that went down. That was a really, really difficult time for me. Question 8. Who did she used to be friends with? That's Bratty and Catty. Question 9. What does the note say that can be found in the trash in the True Lab? I know what you did. It's fine. It's just I'd rather not have that open up into a conversation again, to be honest. Those friendships passed. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I mean, our viral video that went viral is a still game reference. So yeah, we have to do still game at some point, and we are Scottish. Question 10. When Alphys reveals her true feelings to Undyne, what does Undyne do? Hugs her, and then throws her in the trash. Okay, guys, bear with me. I need to change costume. So entertain yourselves in the chat. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds. Sorry guys, 2 seconds.
Hi!
It's hard to get out of these boots. Annie is the only one really competing at the moment.
Oh, Annie's here?
Yeah, but we've got other people in the in the chat just having fun.
Hi, Annie!
Right, bear with me. I'm turning into the Great Papyrus. Oh no. Right, hang on. Right. Can you pass the... Actually, 2 seconds. The orange boots.
How many times do you paint over all your shit?
A lot.
Okay.
Especially when I'm doing costumes on a budget. Bear with me, guys. This is a very strange outfit.
This?
Right, boots. Oh, hang on, Mort. I had a little pair of silly blue underwear to go. Oh, there we are. Just to get the colour scheme down. Bear with me, guys. A weekly still game quiz would be a winner. What?
Well, in fact, one of the Pokemon on the wall behind you is mine.
It is.
It's the Woobat.
It is the Woobat.
I have to sing the other one, the like.
Oh, my stuffing's coming out of my arms.
For someone who has not played this game, I know like so much of the soundtrack, in part because of my sister. I told you my sister's cooler.
Yes, but no. Well, yes, but I love you.
A nice save?
Annie, tell Liz to up her... I say up her video game skill like I'm any better, but so we can get past bloody Undyne. I want to spoil so many things.
Do you often change in front of the camera?
When I'm trying to be ambitious.
You have your boots.
Yes, can you pass me the orange gloves as well? Mm-hmm. I painted. Bear with me.
Yeet!
This this
Yeet the second.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did costume changes last week as well.
Sorry I could not help you.
Alright. And then can you pass my skull mask?
This skull mask is terrifying.
The Great Papyrus. I'm stuck. Am I the Great Papyrus?
Yes.
Right, can you take a photo of me as the Great Papyrus?
Yes, hold on a second.
Right, this is my very makeshift papyrus. I really can't see shit now. Does your girlfriend know Still Game? I've shown her some Still Game. Oh shit.
I know a little bit of Still Game.
Yes, I've been educating her. Right, there we go. Right, hang on. Right, thank you.
For the love of all that is holy, modify that mask when you get the time.
Shut. Right, okay. Hang on. Okay, I've got to see what I'm doing now. Okay, I've already given it.
I'm playing my video again, or I'm trying
Oh god, actually, I can barely see out of this mask. Bear with me, guys. I may have to take the mask off, I'm afraid, just to see my questions.
I'm going to make some chicken gyoza. I saved you the rest of the ice cream, also.
Well, thank you. Good quit. High fives. Welcome back, fives, to the Undertale quiz. I am dressed as the Great Papyrus, but the skull makes it very hard to see my questions, so appreciate the effort. Okay. Question 1. What is papyrus named after? What is papyrus named after? Paper. Not quite. I mean, kinda, but not quite. I've actually already said that. I have to dash now. Dad duties. Oh, I suppose we'll let you off on that one. Enjoy being dad. So what is papyrus named after? A font is correct, the papyrus font. Question 2, what is his favourite food? What is the Great Papyrus's favourite food? Yes, he speaks only in papyrus font and is named after, so is his brother. His brother's named after a font as well. Spaghetti. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, I'm trying to mute while wearing gloves. Spaghetti is correct. Question the third. What is his song called? And it's the one that we were humming. So what is his song called on the soundtrack? Question 4.
Okay, before you go any further, do you have vinegar and an empty soda bottle?
No, and possibly. I don't think I've got vinegar. I think I have to chuck it out because it was spilt everywhere.
Okay, well then the flash wrap will wait until later.
Okay. Are they still there?
Yes. It's okay. I'll grab it at the market later.
Oh, to be fair, that is one of his songs. I was looking for the other one. It's Liz making a science experiment. She's trying to get rid of the stupid fruit flies that are around, even though... Yeah, it's the joy of having your windows open because none of our buildings are air-conned. Question 4. What is his greatest aspiration? What is his greatest aspiration? I'll give you a point for for his song. It wasn't the song that I was looking for, but that is on the soundtrack. This is because I didn't have a skeleton costume to hand and was doing this on a budget, so... Like... I'll try and do this because it completes the costume. So what is Papyrus's greatest aspiration? Question 5. What is Papyrus's bed shaped like? God, I really... Sorry guys, this is the problem with masks, I can't see shit. Oh, sorry, yes, to be a member of the Royal Guard is his greatest aspiration, you are correct. I do have the skull mask, I just can't see. His bed is shaped like a race car, yes. Question 6. What is under Papyrus's hat when you date him? What is under Papyrus's hat when you date him? Annie is winning. Yes, Annie, fun fact, is Liz's sister, by the way.
What, were you referring to me?
Yes.
What'd you say?
I was saying, fun fact, Annie is Liz's sister.
Hi, Annie! Is she saying hi to me back?
Give her a second, she's typing.
Okay.
But yeah, I love Undertale. Yes. And also we love Liz, right?
Hi!
Am I right? She says hi.
I love you guys back!
Yeah, if you're wondering why Liz is not as involved with this quiz, she's desperately trying to avoid spoilers. To be fair, I think most of my Papyrus questions, you're safe. It's when we get into the human and the flowery ones that you need to cover your ears.
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, that's fine. Just checking.
No, what were you saying?
No, I was saying you're safe with the Papyrus questions as soon as you get to as soon as you get to Flowey and the human. I almost gave it away there. You're screwed.
Yes. So I can overhear a little bit now.
Yeah, a little bit. Only a little bit.
In fact, I'm gonna take this opportunity. You keep going, babe.
It's honestly impressive. I haven't spoiled her yet. Yeah, I know, right? That is insane.
Rare Liz sighting. Woo! Can I use your charger to charge my charger?
Go for it. Hi, Alfie.
Hi, Alfie.
Liz is here, but she's desperately trying to avoid spoilers. It's Undertale. If you're wondering what the hell the theme is, I did have a skull mask, but I can't see shit in it. This is makeup from the previous costume, but it still kind of works for the character. Anyway, during his date, what is written on his outfit? During his date, what is written on his outfit? Cool dude is correct. Cool dude is correct. Question 8. How does Papyrus find crosswords so easy? How does Papyrus find crosswords so easy? He just circles random things right. Not quite. Not quite. So he finds the word jumbles really, really hard. But he finds crosswords so easy. But there's a specific reason why. If anything, this feels more like a Sans joke than a Papyrus joke, but... Question 9. If anything, Papyrus is born to lose, but he loses just with the utmost confidence. Question 9. Who does Papyrus take advice and flattery from? Who does Papyrus take advice and flattery from? Question 10. How does Papyrus exit the hangout with Undyne? So when at Undyne's house, how does Papyrus exit? Okay, I will move on to the Undyne round. Undyne round. Question 1. What is Undyne's job? What is Undyne's job? Captain of the Royal Guard is correct. Question 2. During a no mercy run, who does Undyne get struck down protecting from you? So during a no mercy run, who does Undyne get struck down while protecting from you? So basically, who does she jump in front of to take your hit? I know you haven't done the no mercy run, but you can possibly work it out if you think about who's constantly following Undyne around. Question 3. What is Undyne's signature weapon? What is Undyne's signature weapon? A spear is correct. A spear. Question 4. What happens when Undyne and you cook together? What is the... What happens when Undyne and you cook together? Hi, Rasheen. Question 6. No, question 5 even. You burn everything because she keeps turning the heat up. Yes, her house burns down eventually. Or, well, actually, it doesn't even burn down. It just goes on fire and continues to be on fire. Question 5. Who trained Undyne? Who trained Undyne? Asgore is correct. Question 6. What does Undyne do to your soul to stop you running? What colour does she make your soul that prevents you from running? That's fine, Arthur. You get the point. Well done. So what colour does Undyne make your soul to stop you from running? Question. Honestly, if you just start saying colours, you're eventually going to hit it. Question 7. As well as cooking lessons with Papyrus, what other lessons does she give, and with which monster? Or to which monster? Thank you for sharing Thank you for sharing, George. I really appreciate it. So, as well as cooking lessons with Papyrus, what other lessons does she give, and with which monster? Or did she give, I should say. Question 8. What is her username on Undernet? What is her online username at Undernet? Question 9. Who did Undyne used to follow around in the same way that Monster Kid follows her around? So which character did Undyne used to follow around in the same way Monster Kid follows her around? I don't remember where this comes up. And question 10, in a pacifist run, how does your fight with Undyne end? So, in a pacifist run, how does your fight with Undyne end? So I'll go, we've got one more round in this costume, and then I'm moving on to the final questions in my Sans costume. So, Asgore. Hang on. You run away and eventually she gets too hot and you give her water before she passes out. Correct! Very good detail. Correct. Question 1. What is Asgore's last name? What is Asgore's last name? It is not Dinero. What is Asgore's last name? Dreamer is correct. Dreamer. Question 2. What does Asgore not let you do that you can do in other fights in the pacifist run? What does Asgore not let you do that you can do in other fights during a pacifist run? Run away? Not quite. Well, kind of. But there's I'll kind of accept that. It's not just about running away. What button goes completely missing? Undyne prevents you specifically from running away. Asgore does something a bit different. Question 3, how does he prevent this? So question 2 was, what does Asgore not let you do? And question 3 is, how does he prevent you from doing what you would normally do? He does crazy backflips. I wish. No, little puppies do that. Like a little puppy does a little flip. Question 3. Oh, so question 4. Sorry, question 4. How many souls has Asgore collected? How many human souls has Asgore collected? The mercy button goes away. Yes, he destroys the mercy button. How many souls has Asgore collected thus far? More than a couple. 6 souls. 6 souls. Question 5. What does Gerson the Turtle call him? What does Gerson the Turtle call Asgore Dreamer? No worries, Arthur. Thank you for joining. Next week is going to be MASH. So if you're looking to do your homework, then that is a really good television show. And that's going to be next week's theme. So, no, it's good if you want to do well at these quizzes. It's always good to do a little homework if you get a chance. Question. But to be fair, I knew this was going to be a very niche theme, which is a shame because the Undertale fandom used to be absolutely banging. But it seems to have gone almost very much away. Or at least on TikTok. It doesn't seem to be alive on TikTok, which sucks. Question 6. What is Asgore really, really bad at? What is Asgore really bad at? This is mentioned a few times. What is Asgore particularly bad at? As mentioned by quite a few people throughout the underground. Question 7. In your initial battle with him on a pacifist run, who kills Asgore? So in your initial run, if you're doing a pacifist run, who kills Asgore? Flowey, and it's a whole ordeal. You're goddamn right it's an ordeal. My god. If you've never played this game, the Flower is the most terrifying villain you will ever face in a video game ever. Which sounds ridiculous until you've played it. Question 8. In the end of a pacifist run, how does Asgore honor Papyrus? So this is during the credits. So at the end of a pacifist run, how does Asgore honor Papyrus? What do we see him do? Question 9. Before you battle Asgore, what is his song called? So that's what is Asgore's song called before you battle? Have fun spelling this. And I'm not looking for the one that's just called Asgore. I'm looking for the one that's got a weird name. Question 10. What is Asgore's signature weapon? What is Asgore's signature weapon? What is Asgore's signature weapon? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through the papyrus rounds. Oops, Daisy. So all the ones I've done as papyrus. So, question 1, what is papyrus named after? That is the font papyrus. Question 2, what is his favourite food? That is spaghetti. Trident is correct. His signature weapon is the red trident. Question 3, what is his song called? That is Bone Trussel. Question 4, what is his greatest aspiration? To be a member of the Royal Guard. I, the Great Papyrus. Question 5, what is Papyrus's bed shaped like? That is a red racing car bed. Question 6, what is under his hat when you date him? It's a plate of spaghetti. Question 7, during his date, what is written on his outfit? That is cool dude. Question 8, how does Papyrus find crosswords so easy? He fills in all the squares with Z's, because every time he does one, that's what they make him do, snore. Question 9, how does Papyrus take advice in who does Papyrus take advice and flattery from? That is, alarmingly, Flowey. Remember, Flowey is the reason Papyrus gathers everyone at the end. Question 10. How does Papyrus exit the hangout with Undyne? He jumps out the window. We've all been there. Question 1 for Undyne. What is Undyne's job? Head of the Royal Guard. Question 2. During a No Mercy run, who does Undyne get struck down protecting from you? That is the Monster Kid. What is Undyne's secret weapon? Signature weapon, not secret weapon. Signature weapon. That is the magic spear. Question 4. What happens when Undyne and you cook together? Her house goes on fire. Question 5. Who trained Undyne? I can't read today. Asgore. Question 6. What does Undyne do to your soul to keep you running? She makes it green. Question 7, as well as cooking lessons with Papyrus and what other lessons did she give? That was piano lessons to Shiren, the shy siren. 8, what is her username on Undernet? That is Strongfish91. Strongfish91. Question 9. Who did Undyne used to follow around in the same way Monster Kid follows her around? That is apparently Gerson the Turtle. And I do not remember where that comes up. Question 10. In a pacifist run, how does your fight with Undyne end? Her overheating in her armour in Hotland. What is Asgore's last name? That is Dreamer. What does Asgore not let you do that you can do in the other fights? That is spare him. Or mercy. How does he prevent this? He destroys the goddamn mercy button. He makes you fight. He destroys it with his trident. How many souls has Asgore collected thus far? That is 6 human souls. 7 human souls needed to destroy the barrier. 6 collected already. Question 5. What does Gerson call him? That is King Fluffy Buns. Question 6. Sorry. What is Asgore really bad at? He's really bad at naming things. Question 7. In your initial battle with him on a pacifist run, who kills Asgore? That is Flowey. Question 8. In the end of a pacifist run, how does Asgore honour Papyrus? He makes a hedge in the shape of Papyrus's head. Question 9. Before you battle, what is his song called? That is a Bergen Trucken. And what is his signature weapon? That is the Red Trident. Okay, I need to do one final costume change into essentially the mascot. Hang on, bear with me. Yeah. Bear with me. It's much easier when you have co-hosts. Because you get them to do the other costumes. I wonder if I'll be able to see better in this. Bear with me. Gotta change into Sandsy Pups. Got to change into Sandsy Pups. Got the little slippers. I'll put on the Sandsy Pups mask in a second. So this is where we're going to get into heavy spoiler territory. But first I need to go ask the wonderful Liz to get a photo. Babe. Hello.
Do you need help with it? Oh, you don't need help.
Can you get a photo of me as Sandsy Pups?
I sure can. How are they doing?
It's mostly Annie answering, and when I say mostly I mean only, but like other people are on. But this is a super niche theme, it would seem.
Is it Annie, are you enjoying yourself?
Can you see the slippers?
Yes. But you can also see me. Hold on. There we go. And tell me if Annie's enjoying herself.
I don't know, because I think there's only one person on still, and I'm not sure if it's...
Annie, is that you?
I really did everything I could to try and get this word out for this one.
I know, I'm sorry, babe.
It's alright. It's been the last two. They've been really low.
What's the next theme?
MASH, and that one's going to be even...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Annie might come back for that. Also, bear in mind, she's getting a doctorate, so she might just be, like, busy.
Yeah, I know. Tell her I very much appreciate her being on.
You hear that, chat? My sister is impressive.
Yeah, so are you.
Thank you. My Wi-Fi goes in and out. I'm here. She's here.
No, that's fine. I thrive in game trivia environments. Amazing.
Is that Annie?
Yeah.
It's true.
Thank you for joining. I really appreciate your support, because otherwise this would be a very lonely experience.
Are you having fun, Annie? I will be there for the MASH one, by the way. I will absolutely be here for the MASH one. I might participate.
Oh, nice. Right, okay. I'm going to try and do this in the mask, but we'll... Oh god, no I'm not. I can't see. tiny holes. Wait, no, sorry.
I'm gonna go back to my hidey hole.
Yes, I am. Thank you, Annie. Right, anyway.
Thank you, Annie.
Usually these are a lot more lively because we usually pick themes that more people don't. God knows what's happening with the Undertale.
Annie says, yes, I'm kicking absolute ass.
Yes, well, at the moment you're the only competitor.
It do be like that a lot of the time.
Okay, I'm about to go into heavy spoilers. No,
Alright, I'm going back to my hidey hole. Love y'all!
I'm gonna wait until... Okay. Liz will be more involved next week. Question 1. What is the protagonist's real name? So this is about the humans. What is the protagonist's real name? So this is not the name that you give them. What is their real name? Should be a nice, easy one. Frisk! Yes, Frisk. Well, hold on to that thought. Frisk is the name of the protagonist. Question 2. What is the true name of the first child to fall into the underground? What is the true name of the first child? And you've already mentioned this. Kara, correct. So you channel Kara if you go on the genocide round. Or the genocide run. Question 3. So, just to clarify, Kara is the first child that gets adopted by Toriel and Asgore. She's the one that dies. Frisk is the character you play as now. Now, in the game, Kara will go by any name that you give them, but the true name is Kara. Question 3. What gives Frisk the power to come back from death, reset the timeline, and use save files? What gives Frisk the power to come back from the dead, reset the timeline, and save? Determination. You are filled with determination. Question 4. How many humans have fallen into the underground before Frisk? How many humans have fallen into the underground before Frisk? Oh, that's hard because I don't know if Kara is separate. So 6. It is 7. Because Kara is separate. She is not one of the souls harvested. I double checked. She's not one of the souls harvested. That happened before. As soon as that happened and both his children died, Asgore declared war on the humans and decided to start harvesting. Question 5. What colour is the soul of Frisk and Kara? What colour is the soul of Frisk and Kara? Yeah. See, I was unsure about that, so I looked it up and made sure that Kara was separate, because I was wondering if Kara was the first one, because we see Kara's coffin, which we assume is the coffin made for Frisk, because we don't know that yet. So when we see the coffin with the red soul on it, I'm just giving away the answer to that one. But when we see the red soul with our name on it, It is red. Red is the colour. Question 6. True or false? Yeah, most of the monster souls are white. The monster souls are white. Each of the humans has a different coloured soul. Question 6. True or false? It is the protagonist Frisk we see in the opening intro. True or false? It is the protagonist Frisk we see in the introduction. False. It is Kara. It is the first human we see. Question 7. When Kara fell into the underground, what happened to them initially? So when Kara fell into the underground, what happened to them initially? Yes, they're found by Azrael. I'll accept that. I also would have accepted that. What quiz is it this week? It is Undertale. Undertale. I'm just not wearing the mask because I can't see very well through it. This is the deep lore. It is. So Azrael finds them, and they and Kara gets adopted by Asgore and Toriel. Question 8. What did Kara say their final wish was? What did Kara tell Azrael that their final wish was? To go to the surface? Yes. There's a little bit more to it. She wants to see a specific thing. Now, her real intentions are to wage war on humanity. So I've been deep diving, and apparently the actual canon is that she purposefully tried to kill Asgore by feeding him the buttercups to poison him, and then she decided to use them on herself in order to obtain or take over. Basically, her soul would leave her body and get absorbed by Azrael. So I thought that was an accident, that she tried. Like, they just accidentally were being kids and fed Asgore buttercups. But apparently it was a legitimate murder attempt. So Kara was a psycho even then. Question 9. What does LV or love mean? What does LV or love mean? I wanna know what love is. So what does LV or love mean? And question 10. What does it mean to gain XP? I think TikTok may have censored your first message. But what does it mean to gain love, and what does it mean to gain XP? So I'll move on to the tutorial round. Fear not, my child. What is her name a play on? What is her name a reference or a play on? Tutorial, correct. Question 2. What kind of pie does she make for you? What kind of pie does she make for you? Butterscotch and cinnamon, correct. Question 3. What is her favourite type of pie? Because she is a very nice lady, and that's why you shouldn't murder Goat Mother. So what is her favourite type of pie? Question 4. Who was she married to? Who was she married to? Asgore is correct. Question 5. When or what or why does she decide to leave him? Why does she decide to leave him? Yes, correct. He begins harvesting the 7 souls, he declares war on humanity, and she disagrees. Question 6. How did Sans and Toriel recognize each other at the end of the pacifist run? How did Sans and Toriel recognize each other? Their voice. They did knock-knock jokes through the door. Correct. If I hadn't promised I'd protect you, you'd be dead where you stand. Hey, lighten up, Buckle. Question 7. If you stay... This is a really weird one. If you do actually stay put when Toriel tells you to stay put in the ruins, i.e. you don't move forward for the entire 35 minutes, what happens to Toriel? So if you stay put like you were told, like a good child, and actually stay put for 35 minutes, what happens to Toriel? That one I did not know about, because I am not a good child, and I have never stayed put that long. Question 8. No, honestly, I don't think many people have seen that part. It's just a silly little thing. Question 8. What is Toriel's biggest aspiration? What is Toriel's biggest aspiration? Thank you for sharing the live. So what is Toriel's biggest aspiration? That's my Sans mask. So what is her biggest aspiration? What does she want to be more than anything? Question 9. Which 2 characters does Toriel save you from? Which 2 characters does Toriel save you from? And I am muting. Question 10. True or false? Her and her ex-husband Asgore get back together. Asgore for sure, maybe Flowey. Yes, Flowey and Asgore was what I was looking for. Flowey at the very beginning, Asgore near the end. False. It is false, they don't. Okay, we're moving on to Flowey. And this is really where I hope Liz is not listening. Because this is a big spoiler territory. Question 1. What is the real identity of Flowey the Flower? What is the real identity of Flowey the Flower? Azriel. Correct. Question 2. In what way does Flowey greet you? In what way does Flowey greet you? What is his greeting that clues you in to who it is talking on the videotapes? So what is Flowey's signature way to greet you? Question 3. What is Flowey's philosophy? What is Flowey's philosophy? What is Flowey's philosophy? Question 4. In one of the very few uses of actual voice acting in the game, what is Flowey's spoken line? And this you'll only hear in a genocide run. Oh, Annie's run away. Shall I wait? It does hurt too much. Question 5. How did Azriel die? How did Azriel initially die? Where are we? Question 6. Why is Flowey so unfeeling and evil? Why is Flowey so unfeeling and evil? Question 7. What happens when you go back to the very beginning of the game after a pacifist run? What happens when you go back to the very beginning of the game? Or what do you see when you go back to the very beginning of the game after a pacifist run? Flowey yells at you. No, sorry. What I mean by going back to... I don't necessarily mean going back to the very beginning of the game by resetting. I mean going back to the very beginning by walking all the way through. So you're just about to go through the barrier, but you decide instead to go all the way back to the very first screen. The very first place you landed. So this is without resetting. If you haven't done that, I thoroughly recommend doing a run and making sure you go all the way back. Azrael is there, right? Yes, Azrael is there, tending to the flowers, heavily implied to be Kara's grave. And he drops a lot of heavy lore on you right at the end there. Question 8. What is Azrael Dreamer the god of? What does Azrael Dreamer call himself the god of? Question 9. What ability did Flowey used to have that you have? What ability did Flowey used to have that you now have? And question 10 for Flowey is, what nickname is given to the horrible Mega Flowey boss that you fight at the end of the initial neutral run before you go back and do the pacifist run? So what nickname is given to the horrible Mega Flowey boss that you fight at the end of the neutral run? Okay, I'm going to go to the Sans round. This is the final round of the night, so thank you so much, Annie, for sticking with this. I really appreciate it. It means the world. Usually these quizzes are a little bit more interactive, but the problem with picking certain themes is people just don't really know them that well. So I really appreciate it. Because otherwise this was gonna suck. I had a really bad quiz a few weeks ago, or like in January, which was Studio Ghibli, and I thought, there'll be loads of Studio Ghibli fans, but people just don't really turn up when you ask them to, which kind of sucks. But yeah, like I wish these live streams did better sometimes. But anyway, let's do Sans. Some themes do well, some themes do well. What is Sans named after? What is Sans named after? Comic Sans! Okay, I know you don't like this run very much, but you probably know this. In the Genocide or No Mercy route, what is the name of the very famous Sans song during that boss fight? So what is the name of the song during the boss fight? In a No Mercy run. Megalovania! Absolute banger. Question 3. Where does Sans live? Where does... Yeah, honestly, it almost makes the genocide run worth it. Almost. But you feel so bad doing it. So, where does Sans live? Question 4. What is his signature attack called? What is his signature attack called? I don't know, but that fight is hard. I did it through an emulator once. It is so brutal. It is unbelievably brutal. Question 5. Where does Sans like to hang out? In what establishment does Sans like to hang out? Question 6. What is in Sans's basement? And you only know this. I think you have to do a neutral run like 5 times or something crazy before you get access to Sans's room and the basement. But what is in Sans's basement? During the Megalovania boss fight, Sans is fully aware of what? During the Megalovania boss fight, Sans is very aware of what? Question 8. What promise does Sans make to Toriel? What promise does Sans make to Toriel? That he'll keep you safe. Question 9. What name... Okay, this is a really obscure one, and it results in you having to have been in the Undertale fandom so much that you know the alternate universes, and I only knew this because of a girlfriend at the time. So, what name is affectionately given to the Underswap alternate universe version of Sans? So what nickname is affectionately given to the Underswap alternate universe version of Sans? And question 10, and I've got a bonus question as well. I was hoping Chris would stick around for this bit, but I'll come back to it. Finish the quote from Sans, and then we'll move on to the bonus round. Finish the quote. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. On days like this, kids like you. So finish the quote. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. On days like this, kids like you. I don't know if it's going to let you type this with it. Right, I'm going to go through the answers and then we're going to finish off with a silly round. Okay, let's go back to... We're almost done. Question 1. What is the protagonist's real name? That is Frisk. What is the true name of the first child? That is Kara. What gives Frisk the power to come back from the dead, reset the timeline, and save? Determination. How many humans have fallen into the underground before Frisk? 7. Kara and the 6 others. What colour is the soul of Frisk and Kara? That is red. Question 6. True or false? It is the protagonist Frisk we see in the intro. That is false. It is Kara. Question 7. When Kara fell into the underground, what happened to them? Adopted by Toriel and Asgore. What did Kara say their final wish was? To see the golden flowers in their home village. It was not that. It was to reap war on humanity, but that's... Question 9. What does LV mean? It means level of violence. And question 10. What does it mean to gain XP? It means you've gained execution points. So if you're doing a pacifist run, you should only be level 1 and you shouldn't have any XP. Okay, Toriel. What is her name of play on? That is tutorial. What pie does she make for you? That's a butterscotch and cinnamon pie. What is her favourite type of pie? That is a snail pie. Who was she married to? That's Asgore Dreamer. Why did she leave him? He declares war on the humans after the loss of their children. How did Sans and Toriel recognise each other? They used to tell knock-knock jokes to each other through the door. If you stay put as you were told the whole time, what happens to Toriel? Her phone gets stolen by a dog. And you hear the dog on the other end of the phone. Question 8. What is Toriel's biggest aspiration? To be a school teacher. Which 2 characters does Toriel save you from? Flowey and Asgore. Question 10. True or false? Her ex-husband and her get back together. That is false. What is the real identity of Flowey? That is Azrael Dreamer. How does Flowey greet you? Howdy! What is Flowey's philosophy? Kill or be killed. Question 4. In one of the very few uses of voice acting, what is Flowey's spoken line? That's a wonderful idea. It's really creepy in the game. Question 5. How did Azrael die? Attacked by humans who thought they'd killed the human, Kara. Why is Flowey so unfeeling and evil? He has no soul. He has no soul. Question 7. What happens when you go back to the very beginning of the game after a pacifist run? Azrael is tending to the flowers on Kara's grave. Question 8. What is Azrael the god of? Hyperdeath. Question 9. What ability does Flowey have that you have? Save and reset. And question 10. What nickname is given to the horrible Mega Flowey boss that you fight at the end of a neutral run? That is Photoshop Flowey. Photoshop Flowey. Sans. What is Sans named after? That is Comic Sans. In the Genocide or No Mercy route, what is the name of the Sans song? That is Megalovania. Where does Sans live? He lives in Snowdon. Question 4. What is his signature attack called? That is the Gaster Blaster. Again, a clue that he may be connected to Gaster in some way. A lot of theories suggest Gaster may be one of their brothers. Gaster may be their father. There's a lot of different theories about Gaster. Question 5. Where does Sans like to hang out? That is Grillby's. What is in Sans' basement? His scientific workshop. Question 7. During the boss fight, Sans is aware of what fact? How many times he's killed you? He's counting. Question 8. What promise does Sans make to protect a human? Question 9. What name is affectionately given to the AU version of Sans in Underswap? That is Blueberry Sans, who's a very cute little goofball. Question 10. Finish the quote. It's a beautiful day outside. Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. On days like this, kids like you should be burning in hell. Okay, I'm going to finish off with a silly one. As it is Sans, I'm going to give you 3 skeleton jokes. You got to tell me the punchline. So 3 skeleton themed jokes. When does a skeleton laugh? When does a skeleton laugh? So you've got to fill in the punchline. When does a skeleton laugh? Joke 2. What does a skeleton tile his roof with? And joke 3. What do skeletons say before they begin dining? Shall I give you a bit of time to answer those, Annie? Or do you want me to say the punchlines? Bon appetit is correct. Bon appetit is what skeletons say before they begin dining. For the last one, yep. The other 2 was, when does a skeleton laugh? When someone tickles their funny bone. And what does a skeleton tile his roof with? Shingles. Shingles. Okay, and that is the Undertale quiz. Thank you so much, Annie. Annie, the rule is if you win a quiz... I had to, I'm dressed as Sans. The rule is if you win a quiz, you get a little piece of artwork of yourself in whatever universe you win the quiz for. So last week, Fives won the Star Wars one, so he's getting himself drawn as the Clone Fives, which I did to finish. So if you would like that, let me know. Just send me a message or drop Liz a message. Thank you so much. That was going to be a really, really difficult live stream if you weren't there. So thank you so much for joining and sticking with it the entire time. I can't wait to meet you guys in December. That's going to be so good. Thank you so much. I do this every week. Usually I have a co-host. He's on holiday for the next 2 weeks. But I have a co-host called Connor. We change up the theme every week. We change up the costumes. Usually I don't do as many costumes. This is just because I'm alone at the moment. Sometimes I do. I mean, I did 3 costumes last week as well. But yeah, thank you so much. And next week is MASH, so that might be another one which is really low on retention because I'm not sure how many people have seen MASH, but I'm doing it because I have the costume already for Hawkeye. Different Hawkeye than my usual Hawkeye. Usually I do Hawkeye from the Avengers. But thank you so much, and if you would like your prize, let me know. And, yep. Thank you. Bye.